Okay, so you've hit that huge milestone, 7 figures with your e-commerce brand, and that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a big one, a big accomplishment for sure.
It is, but what we're hearing from a lot of brands is that getting to that next level of growth can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, yeah, I totally get that. I mean, reaching that first million, it's like it kind of proves your product is solid and that your initial marketing was on point. But then um, keeping that momentum going, it kind of needs like a whole different approach. You know what I mean?
Right, like things get a lot more competitive,
Yeah.
and you might have already reached most of the people who are easy to reach.
Right.
And so some of the things that worked really well in the beginning, those ad strategies, they just don't seem to have the same impact anymore.
Yep.
You might still be seeing the clicks, the website traffic's there,
Sure.
but the sales just aren't growing at the same rate, and that could be super frustrating.
Oh yeah, it's a common thing we see. And especially when you're like right in the thick of it every day, it's hard to zoom out and get that big picture view.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this deep dive is all about. We've
Hmm.
been looking at this challenge, and one of the main things that keeps coming up is that it's not just about spending more on ads.
Right.
It's really about taking a hard look at whether your current ads are actually bringing in the kind of profitable growth you're looking for.
Absolutely.
And so our mission here is to help you figure out if there are any like hidden obstacles that might be stopping you from getting to that next stage of growth.
Yeah, and one really interesting idea we keep seeing is this need to shift from just, running ads to something that's way more strategic, like
Yeah.
it becomes less about just throwing money at ads and way more about making sure your whole advertising setup is built to grow in a way that makes sense, profitably.
Yep.
And a huge part of that is reaching the right customers, like the people who are actually interested in your stuff, the ones who are actually going to buy something.
That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
not just about getting a ton of clicks or impressions. It's really about connecting with those people
Yeah.
who who are going to turn into loyal customers, the
Yeah.
ones who are going to buy from you again and again and tell their friends about your brand.
Exactly.
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 And another thing that's been coming up in our research is this idea that your ads and your website need to be working together seamlessly.
Oh, yeah. That's crucial.
Like you can have the most targeted traffic in the world, but if your website isn't set up to convert those visitors into buyers, it's kind of like pouring water into a leaky bucket.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter how much traffic you get to the website. If it's not designed to actually get people to buy, you're losing out. And
Right.
and
Right.
even small tweaks to your website can make a big difference in turning those window shoppers into actual customers.
Right.
It's all about making the experience from seeing the ad to actually buying something as easy and smooth as possible.
Yeah, it's not just about having a pretty website. It's got to be designed to actually make sales.
Absolutely.
A lot of what we've been reading has emphasized this idea of moving beyond just basic ad management.
Right.
It's more like forming a strategic partnership, almost like adding another brain to your operation, one that's totally focused on growth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
having an objective second opinion, right?
Exactly. And it's not just about like handing over the technical parts of buying ads. It's about getting a fresh perspective,
Right.
one that can spot opportunities that your team might have missed just because they're so close to it.
Yeah, it's like they're so in the weeds that they can't see the forest for the trees, right?
Exactly, exactly. And if we connect this back to the big picture, it becomes pretty clear that the strategies that got you to that first £1 million, well,
Mm.
those might not be the same ones that'll get you to 2 million and beyond.
Yeah, for sure. The challenges change as you grow, and so you got to adapt, you got to change your approach.
Right.
And even if you've got an awesome in-house team or you're working with a great agency, getting that outside perspective, that can be super valuable.
Totally agree. Sometimes someone coming in from the outside can see those little inefficiencies, those little things that are holding you back that you might not even notice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the things that we've seen suggested as a good first step to get that fresh perspective is a paid ads audit.
Right. Right.
So basically it's like a complete unbiased look at your current ads to see like what's working, what's not, and where the biggest chances for growth are.
Okay.
And that brings us to a question for, thinking about all this stuff we've been talking about. Is there one part of your advertising that you think you might want to look at with a fresh set of eyes?
Hmm.
Because, figuring out where to start, that's often the biggest hurdle.
Yeah, I think that's a great point.
So to sum it all up, as your e-commerce brand grows past that impressive £1 million mark, keeping that growth going, it usually means you need to be more strategic
Hmm.
and really take a good hard look at your advertising.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just keep doing the same things you've always done.
Right.
And getting a new perspective from someone outside, that can often be the key to breaking through those plateaus and getting to that next level.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's it for this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yeah, always good chatting with you, and we'll see all you amazing e-commerce entrepreneurs out there on the next deep dive.
See ya.